everybody. Hello. Welcome to OBS Today on Monday, August 20th.
Yep.
My name is Kendra, and I am the manager of Online Bible Studies. And this is the girl I get to work very closely with, Jessie Masterson.
Literally sit next to her all day.
We do. Our desks are right beside each other. So, Jessie, that's a fun little icebreaker. What would you say annoys you about me sitting so close to me?
Ooh. Oh, she always has cashews, and I never have lunch.
Okay, but
She always has great snacks.
Yeah, right. You're
I
the
guess
one
I
with
have
great
snacks. I have banana chips in
She
my
always
drawer.
has cashews.
She always has cashews. I don't know. Not much annoys me with you.
What is your favorite midday snack that you keep at your desk or that you keep at home in your cabinet? What is your favorite midday snack?
I brought in carrots today because I'm trying to be healthy. I don't know if I'm going to eat them.
Wedding workout. All right, that's great. So everyone, today we are talking all about when life throws you a curveball, because life is going to happen and it's not going to go the way you planned, unfortunately. But that's okay too, because God has a better plan.
He sure does.
He sure does.
That's what it says in the Bible anyways.
Mm-hmm. It does. It does. It does. So I have a question for you, and I would love if you could write your answer. It's a little poll, okay? So, when something happens in your life and it doesn't go the way you planned, what is your immediate response? All right? A, fear. B, stress. C, calm, cool, collected. Or D, other. And then you can write how you feel. Okay? So, that's A, fear. B, stress. C, calm, cool, collected. I just feel like I should add all those C's. And D, other. All right,
Definitely
so
not.
how do you respond?
So mine is definitely stress.
Uh-huh.
I get very, very anxious. And I have a funny little story.
Okay.
So we went out to lunch after church. We went to Viva Chicken.
Okay.
And it was very,
You
very
and your
crowded.
family?
Yeah, my parents and Jake. And it
Jake's
was
her fiance.
my fiance. And so it was really crowded. So Jake was like, I'll get in line. You sit at a table. I was like, okay, you know what I like. It's fine. And I sat down. And they brought the food, and it was chicken, but it was on the bone.
Did you get it off the bone?
No. And I can't eat meat on the bone. It's like a really weird, funny little thing that I can't do. And I panicked at the table, like almost threw a little bit of a fit because I mildly hyperventilated a little bit because it's scary. But I get really stressed out.
So you get stressed out.
So Jake had to
that's
cut
an example.
the chicken off the bone for me, but I was like,
sweet.
we can just get it like changed. And
stressed. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say I respond with stress. My immediate reaction is stress, but then I can process really quickly to be like, all right, let's get a game plan in action and let's move forward. But y'all keep putting your answers. It was A, fear, B, stress, C, calm, D, other. All right, and so if you're signed up for our next online Bible study, it starts September 4th. It's called Love Life Again by Tracy Miles. If you're signed up for this, you would have received the first pre-study blog post. Yeah. And today's blog post is all about this topic, about how you respond.
Yeah.
And so Anna Curran, who is one of our study leaders for this study, she asks the question, how have you responded to what life's thrown your way? All right, so I want us all to think back to a time when life didn't go the way you planned. Yeah. You had your heart set on a certain reaction or a heart set on something, and it didn't happen. And I think about when I first graduated college, I thought I was going to be the next big sideline reporter. Okay,
I still could be.
First, I don't really know much about sports, so that wasn't going to work out. But I was like, okay, I'm going to be a socialite. I'm going to be on TV. I'm going to report the fun entertainment world of sports, and I'm gonna have it all together. Yeah. But then I got my first big girl job, and it wasn't that. And I couldn't break into the culture. I couldn't get my mind around the tasks I had to do. I would cry every day on the way to work. I didn't like Sundays because that was one day closer to Monday. And so it wasn't going the way I thought. And I was stressed, and I was anxious, and
that breaks my heart.
I couldn't see the good in my situation.
Yeah.
But then, when I look back, because hindsight's always 20/20, I see that the job I had equipped me for this job I had now. Yeah. It helped me with social media. It helped me with building relationships. And I see that it was there for a purpose, and it served a purpose. Yeah. But my reactions and how I was handling it the first 6 months would have told you otherwise.
Yeah.
And so I want you to think back to a time when life didn't go the way you planned and how you responded to it, because Tracy Miles says something that I think is really important. And she says something along the lines of this. She says, and this is in her book, it was like, we can't change how we responded yesterday, but we can change how we respond to tomorrow or today. Yeah, you're right. I don't really know the quote. Lol.
Yeah, it's fine. We both, so Kendra and I were talking about it the other day, but we both are involved in student ministry. And so it's so interesting to hear our students kind of talk about things that they're in right now, but us as adults, we're like, you're going to be fine, I promise. I promise that D on a paper it's gonna be fine. In 10 years you won't think about it. But that's the same with us. Something that had happened like a season ago, we were totally panicking and freaking out. But now when we're on the other side, we're like, what the heck?
That's a really good point. So we need to hold on to those little snippets, and you're like, oh, this wasn't as big of a deal as I thought. And some situations
and even if it is, you always get through it.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
That's really good. So everyone, Anna says on the blog post, and we'll post the blog post for you so you can see it, but she says that once she fully surrendered and trusted God and aligned her desires to His, her perspective changed, and she was finally able to embrace the blessings around her and begin to love life again. So you see that Anna tells a story that I really want you all to go read on the blog, but she wanted to have another child. She has two sweet, beautiful girls, and so her and her husband wanted to have a third, but through infertility and other things that happened, she didn't get pregnant like she thought she was going to. And so that consumed her. The thought of having a third child and wanting that child so badly consumed her so much that she wasn't able to see the blessings right in front of her. And so it was when she finally understood and switched her perspective to line up with God's that kind of got her out of that rut and saw how she could respond differently to her situation. And I think the same thing happened with me at my old job was once I finally just surrendered it because nothing was really changing, I was able to see the good that came from it and able to see how it was going to help me and further me in life. So it just takes a mind shift, but it's hard. Yeah. It's very hard. So I want to encourage y'all, if you are going through a curveball, if life is throwing you a curveball that you're not prepared for, we see here at Proverbs 31 how being fully immersed in God's Word and surrounded by a community is really important to handling life's curveballs. And we know that if we align our response with Christ's perspective, or we align our response with how Christ would respond to certain things, that we will handle life a little better. Yeah. And those curveballs won't even, well, they might phase us, but they won't phase us as much.
Yeah. It's essentially retraining how you think.
Yeah.
There was, it was like I want to say thinking workshop, because that sounds ridiculous.
That sounds fun.
It was all about how to retrain the thoughts in your mind. And the woman that was teaching it kind of described your mind as this big field. And every single day you walk through the same part of the field and you make a path. But a lot of times we have to shift that path into thinking something more positive. And you're retraining your brain to walk through, and you have to literally make a path.
That's a really good point. You have to wade through and move things out of the way.
It's hard at first.
Yeah.
But eventually you will make the path that you need to make.
That's good. Yeah. That's really good. And so Tracy talks a little bit about retraining your thought process and how joy is a choice all throughout her book. And so if this mini message or if these topics really resonated with you, you guys can go to our website. It's proverbs31.org, and you can sign up for our online Bible study, and we are going to talk all about this and much more beginning September 4th. So before we close out today, Beth Anderson is our producer, and so I asked her to keep a pulse on what y'all said to the poll, and so here we go. This is quite fun. Oh my goodness, we have so many stickies. Okay, so most of y'all, out of A, fear, B, stress, C, calm, and D, other, most of y'all, wow, an overwhelming amount, picked B, stress. So, we're not alone.
We're not alone.
We are not
as
alone.
As much as we feel like we are. We are not alone.
Yes. And Beth, can you explain what this means?
2 people put D, and I saw it, and one person said they just ask why, and one person said it is what it is.
Okay, so 2 people put D.
Like that.
Yeah, and we could learn a lot from them. So when they ask what they do, how do they respond to things, they put D, other, and it says they just think it is what it is, whatever, or they just ask why and they move on and they respond well to that.
Goals on goals on
awesome.
goals on goals.
All right, everyone. So I hope you find encouragement in today. If you need a little more info on this topic, go ahead and check out our blog post.
Yep.
And we hope you join us for the study starting September 4th. But we also hope you have a wonderful Monday. We wish we could be there in person with y'all, but we love getting to join you virtually every Monday at 9. So we will talk to y'all later.
Yay. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.